I read the book Kira gave me. Talks about these witches living in the woods. So I have to find them. They have different names. Ladies of the Wood, the Witches of Crookback Bog. And Crookback Bog was the place I was told that Anna, the Bloody Baron's wife, would be. So I think this might be like a dual quest. She said I had to follow these treats, and that's what it looks like. These things hanging from they light up red, so I'm just gonna follow this until, oh, there's that church or chapel Kira was talking about.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet. Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen."
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know you. Go away.
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans. Didn't know that.
I'm looking for the Witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself. Witches? Of the bog? We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us. When my brother Zemek went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that. He could still come back.
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, "Hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits. And it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Anyone else here besides you?
Meaning who?
Someone who might have seen the woman?
Like the six-eyed tree?
Tree slapped all year. But there is Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
You look after these kids?
They're my grandchildren.
Gran's good to us. Gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
Kids get lost in the woods. I miss them. Seen them in the woods. No one has.
Are you one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Witch? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the moor in some furry shack.
Watch your language. They tells tales and tales, naught but tales.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on 'em.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
You're betrothed.
Daughter, actually.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm.
A bit of help, please? A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, "Wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you."
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You, be gone. Be gone!
Alright, so there's a crazy lady and a bunch of little crazy kids. And the crazy kids are talking about like, a little boy named Johnny, and who doesn't seem to exist. That's what the old lady says, but the old lady's crazy. And the kids are crazy, so I don't know, honestly, who to believe. But I'm going to go talk to this little ray of sunshine and see what he has to say.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Just tell me where I can find Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
So she won't, which sounds bad, leave me alone with the boy.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Does your Gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out. And he eats snails. Yuck.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your Gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
Is there something else you need or want?
I want something sweet.
And me too.
Oh, fruits.
Give us a treat and we'll help you.
Here's some treats.
Yum.
Never eaten nothing like this before in my life. Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse. Gran! Come!
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy. Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something. Would have told me about Johnny otherwise.
I'm worried about Johnny. He don't come round no more. Once, when we was mushroom picking, I saw his burrow. But Gran yelled at me. Said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad, some starved, others were killed, like mine. One day, I went out at dawn to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then. When I was coming home, I heard the yells, then laughing. Went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled, and the soldiers laughed. Laid my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum...
It's all right. That's enough. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
There's a little meadow on the edge of the swamp. This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
Thank you.
Alright, cool. So I got the little boy alone. Not like that. Told me that Johnny is on the edge of the swamp somewhere. So I gotta find him. So basically, I have to probably locate his tracks and then follow it back to his house or his den or wherever he lives. He lives out in the middle of the freaking swamp, so God knows where he resides. Those things left. Thought I was gonna have to shoot more of them with my crossbow, but they really left.
If Johnny's real, he must leave prints.
That's true. He must. Oh, there he is.
Small footprint. Johnny's been through here.
So Johnny's a little guy. The whole Witcher sense is completely unfair. Aha.
Tracks lead to a burrow. Wonder what's inside.
I'm assuming Johnny's inside. Just an assumption.
Johnny? Don't be afraid. You're a Bukka? A Luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not? You know the kids from the clearing well? Don't be afraid. Not gonna hurt anyone. This where you live? Cozy Burrow. Good location. Must know about everything that happens in the bog. Doesn't bother you having monsters for neighbors? What's wrong? Can't talk? Why? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow? Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
Alright, so this mute little guy wants me to follow him.
This the place? Let me look around.
He's pointing up like Sabu.
Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back?
Alright. Gotta go up there and get it.
Guess I gotta make this climb.
And before this, I went to one of the bigger cities, and they had a barber, and I got a professional wrestling ponytail haircut, long on the top, short on the sides. I was just making sure, my character looked, legitimate. And there were only 2 haircuts, I think, at the time. Now the DLC came out and there's more. I checked the other ones. The other ones are stupid. The other ones are really stupid. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't... Geralt is this, experienced, hardened, Witcher who's lived for decades upon decades upon decades, and you have these goofy haircuts for them, and it's silly. Like, give me some real haircuts that, long hair. If you want to give them like short hair, that's fine. But most people back then, if they had short hair, they covered it up. Long hair meant you were more prestigious, I guess you could say. But they have this one haircut where it's like short up top, it's like a few inches long up top, and then it's shaved on the sides, and then there's a ponytail on the back for absolutely no reason. And the hair on the top of the head, the 3-inch, like long hair on the top, like waves as you move and stuff, and it just looks ridiculous. Like, what artist saw that was like, oh, I'd love to have this, like, really cool, like, long up top, short on the sides, and then just a ponytail in the back for no reason. It's like, no one who takes their game seriously would put that in there. It's ridiculous.
Here.
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proxima a pack of pickled peppers by the Pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favorite words! Life without savoring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favors?
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels or more.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank or just to be mean. How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
Not a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the crone's doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the crones. They don't help no one.
I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favorite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's huts. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
What do you know about the crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive, not to be crossed.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful what you ask for. Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mire.
I've been to the village in the swamp, met a woman who might have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
So I gotta go back to the village to talk to the crazy old lady. Great.